All right, welcome back, everybody. So yesterday was Thanksgiving for us here in the U.S., and it's my personal favorite holiday. It's just a reason to get together with your family and eat a bunch of food and watch football. So it's my personal favorite holiday. But what I thought would be fun would be to put together a little tier list of my favorite Thanksgiving foods. Now Thanksgiving is a little difficult because each family does their own thing, and everybody has their own varieties and their own spins on things. So I found a list on here that I thought would be close to a lot of the things you would see on a normal Thanksgiving, dinner and get together. And I thought, we would just rank it. So you can see on here I got love it, what I think is delicious, but it's not quite to the love standard of it. It's okay, it's nothing special. Not a fan of it. Never had it because there's a couple things on here I've never had, and a couple things I've never even heard of. So yeah, I thought this would be fun, just a different video to try out one time and see if we like these kind of lists and maybe do a few of these in the future. So, starting off with apple pie, there's a lot of variations of apple pie. I prefer Dutch apple more, but overall, it's okay. I'm not a big pie fan, I'm not a big sweets guy. My cousin made a delicious peanut butter pie yesterday, but I can only eat like this much of it because it's so rich. It just doesn't settle well with me. So as far as apple pies go, they're fine. I would rather just eat the apple itself. Baked squash. Now I've never had it. I know a lot of people say that it's really good. A lot of people hate it. My family, when I was growing up, when because we have a massive family. When we had a lot of our cousins and everything together, I know sometimes they would make this kind of food, but I never tried it because I was extremely picky when I was a child. Baked sweet potatoes, I don't like them. I'm not a sweet potato guy. I think, yeah, sweet potato casserole, it's going to go on the don't like as well. I'm just not a sweet potato guy. I've never been able to deal with them. I like potatoes. I don't like the over sweetness of the sweet potatoes, personally. Biscuits, you know, biscuits for us, not cookies for you guys. So I guess your scones. I love biscuits. They're my favorite bread. I love them because they're warm, they're flaky, they're buttery on top. You can peel them apart, you can put gravy on them. Getting down to the gravy later in this list. I love biscuits. They're one of my favorite sides when it comes to any meal, but Thanksgiving for sure. Brown gravy is delicious. I love it. I think this is what, like, the UK, maybe Europe in general, maybe, I don't know, maybe like even New Zealand, stuff like that. This is like your gravy. I did that video maybe a week ago, a couple weeks back, of the British kids reacting and trying the biscuits and gravy, our biscuits and gravy. And this is what I believe you guys would refer to as real gravy. But I love brown gravy, especially when you put on the mashed potatoes, because it elevates potatoes for me. Brussels sprouts, I don't like them. I have tried multiple times. I am not a Brussels sprout fan. For some reason, the taste isn't great, but it's that texture. It's the mushy, I don't know, little texture. I'm just not a fan. I like cabbage. I like lettuce. I like all that stuff, but I don't like Brussels sprouts. I mean, all right. Sorry for the pause there. I felt a sneeze coming on. I wasn't about to sneeze on camera in front of you guys. Collard greens. I've never tried it. I've never tried them. I've heard they're delicious, but it's not something my family has ever prepared for Thanksgiving. And if we have, I just didn't know it. But yeah, I've never tried it. Same as compost. I can also say I've never had it. We're kind of not a basic family, but we do stick to some of the more popular ones just because they're easy to prepare. And like I said, we have a large family, massive family. We can't even all get together in one sitting. I have one Wednesday night, one Thanksgiving. I have one yesterday on actual Thanksgiving, and I have one Saturday afternoon. And that's not even everybody in the family. That's just all the people that we could scramble together. Cool Whip. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not a massive sweets guy. It's okay. It does add to some things. I guess adds to your pies. It adds to, I don't know. I'm just not a big sweets guy. Corn casserole. It's okay. I've had it one time. It's okay. It's nothing. It didn't blow my skirt up, but I enjoyed it enough. I wouldn't go out of my way to prepare it, but if it was there, I might put a little bit of it on there. Cornbread is fantastic. I love cornbread. Biscuits go better with a lot of meals. You get biscuits with like Popeyes, KFC, biscuits and gravy, that kind of food. Cornbread, when you get a little bit of beans on it and you get a little bit of sauce, cornbread's already, if you prepare it properly, it's a nice little hard crust on the outside of it, but it's got like that sweet, not sweet, but like a sweeter interior of it. It's just, cornbread is so good. You put some soup beans on it, get that sauce or that the soup itself to kind of go onto the bread after you put some butter on top of the bread. A little bit of pepper on there. Mix them up. It's so good. Absolutely. You should try it. If you haven't tried that, if you haven't had cornbread, it's delicious. I love it. Corn itself, delicious. I love corn. Corn's a great little side meal. It's not like overblown with flavor, but it's a good little dish you can throw in a bowl beside you and just eat on some corn. I love it. Cranberry sauce, I do not like. I don't know. I think it's overrated personally, but hey, that's what makes Thanksgiving special. I'm not a cranberry sauce fan. I've had it a couple times, and each time I've had it, it's just not hit for me. I don't know what it is about it. So, creamed spinach, I have never had. I like regular spinach. I think regular spinach is great. I love it on subs. I don't prefer it too much in salad. I like lettuce more. Excuse me. But I love regular spinach, just on like your subs and stuff from Subway or just what you make yourself. Crescent rolls are delicious. I could put them up there with the cornbread and the biscuits, but I don't prefer them as much if they're there. I'm fat. I'm going to grab one. But I would rather have cornbread and biscuits personally. That's just me. Dinner rolls, I'm going to put them at okay. For me, dinner rolls are very difficult to get right. Like, growing up, my grandmother made them and they were fantastic, and she's not way able to make them anymore. So they kind of fallen off for me, and other people have tried and they're good, but they just don't hit like biscuits and cornbread for me and crescent rolls. So glazed carrots, I don't mind carrots, but I'm going to put it in the it's okay just because, yeah, they're okay. They're not like, whoa. I wouldn't say I like them, but I don't not like them. I'll grab one if they're there, but I'm just like, eh. So, grape salad, I've never heard of it. I didn't know that was a thing, so I did Google it, and I figured out what it was. It sounds different, but never heard of it. Green bean casserole, it's not. I've had it. It's okay. I mean, I prefer green beans. You know what I mean? I'm a very basic guy. When it comes to a lot of things, to me, less is more. Everybody wants to go out and do all these seasonings and everything and put all these things together. Just give me some green beans. Give me some green beans and corn on the side with a little piece of meat, maybe some taters. I'm good. I am good. That's all I need. Like I said, I'm a super basic guy. I don't need a lot of fancy stuff out there. Now, the one thing that's missing that I do see, and it would come up right in this area, are no-bake cookies. My dad, the recipe that he has for no-bake cookies are just... I could eat 49 of them, and I don't like sweets. I should tell you something. They're so good. Green Jello salad. Never heard of it. Ham. Okay. So the big thing is it ham or is it turkey? A lot of people like ham. A lot of people like turkey. Ham, to me, is okay. I like thin ham, but I don't like the thick, giant pieces of ham. I'm weird when it comes to pork in general. I love bacon. I love sausages. I love, bratwursts, summer sausage, stuff like that. When it comes to ham, I'm not a big ham guy, but I like lunch meat ham. And I don't know, and turkey's different. I don't know what it is about the regular thick pieces of ham. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know what it is. It's okay. I can eat it. If you don't prepare a turkey or something, I can eat it. I'm not one to complain, but not a big ham guy. But I love lunch meat ham. I think it's something different about it. Red Jello salad. Never heard of it. Macaroni and cheese. I don't like. I know I'm one of those weird people. I get made fun of all the time. People tell me I'm anti-American. That's fine. I'm not a big mac and cheese guy. I think that mac and cheese is overrated. I really do. Now, my sister made a baked mac and cheese a couple nights ago, and it was okay. It's okay. I can eat it, but I'm not a fan of it. That goes back to my childhood and bad situation with it. Mashed potatoes. Man, I should have put like an overrated list on here. Mashed potatoes, they're okay. Now, mashed potatoes with brown gravy, up here. I love that. But just plain Jane mashed potatoes are okay. I prefer them boiled or roasted or grilled, sliced up and grilled with a little bit of butter and onions and stuff in it. But just regular mashed potatoes, to me, I have to add so many scoops of butter in there and whisk it up and put some pepper on it that I kind of ruin it. You know what I mean? So pecan pie, not a fan. Pumpkin pie, not a fan. I know. Whoa! It's Thanksgiving, anti-American. No. I'm not a big sweets guy, and I don't like sweet potatoes. And pumpkin pie is very, very similar to sweet potato taste and sweet potato pie, stuff like that. Not my thing. Red Jello salad again. Never heard of it. Red potatoes. Now, what I'm going to assume with the red potatoes are that these are like boiled. If they're boiled, they're delicious. I love boiled potatoes like that. I love it when you get the nice chunk out and you can just chunk it, get it like some noodles or a little bit of corn or something in there with it, and eat it. That's my second favorite way of eating potatoes. Boiled all the way. My sister, she got pulled the potatoes out of the thing into the pot the other day, and I seen her put it in the mixer. I'm like, no, please, no, please, no, and she did, and that's fine. That is, you know, I like them enough, but they had gravy, thankfully. Roasted carrots. I'm gonna put them in front of the glazed carrots. They're not delicious. They're okay. They're better than the glazed ones, which makes me think I should probably move the glazed ones down, but I'm not going to. They're okay. Like I said, I can eat them. I'm not going to complain if they're there. Roasted potatoes, I love roasted potatoes. These are my way of doing them. Maybe our definitions of roasted are a little different, but my favorite way to prepare potatoes are to throw them in an air fryer or in the oven itself. Oh, they're so good. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. Put some paper, like parchment paper stuff down, throw them on there, and then salt and pepper on the bottom of the paper. Let the potatoes cook. That way you can just kind of scoop it a little bit on there. So good. Scalloped potatoes, I don't like. It's sliced. I don't know if you guys have them over in Europe and New Zealand, Australia, the rest of the world. I don't know if you guys have them or not. But if you don't, they're basically like little thin, like a potato sliced up really thin with melted cheese all over them. It's the same level for me as mac and cheese. I don't like them. They're not my cup of tea. Steak's delicious, but I've never heard of anybody having steak on Thanksgiving. So steak is delicious. So I love me a good filet. It's just, steak's always delicious. Stuffing, I can also say I'm not a big fan of stuffing. It's okay. I'm going to put it in don't like because typically I don't pick any of it up, but if it's there, it's okay. But I'm going to put it in I don't like section, just mainly because I don't typically grab it. You know what I mean? And a lot of times my stuffing has to be hard. A lot of times it's soft and it's the texture of it just... Sweet potato casserole, I do not like. It's worse. Honestly, it's worse than regular sweet potatoes, because it's sweet potatoes with all the crap on top to make it uber sweet, and I'm just out on it. I'm just not a sweet potato guy. Turkey, I love. I prefer turkey on Thanksgiving over ham, especially when you deep fry the turkey and that skin on the outside has all the spices and flavors on it, and it gets nice and crispy, and the turkey's so juicy. But what I was saying with the ham, while I prefer lunch meat ham and not real ham, I prefer real turkey, but I don't like lunch meat turkey. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I can eat lunch meat turkey if it's mixed with, like ham and a bunch of things on a sub. But if you're just gonna, I'm not gonna go out and buy a package of lunch meat ham or deli ham, if that's however you want to refer to it, and put it on some bread and make it myself to take to work or something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna buy either ham or chicken. So or lunch meat turkey. Yeah. Whipped cream is the same as Cool Whip. Not massive on it. I would think it, honestly, I think I like it better than Cool Whip. I know it sounds weird just coming out of the can, but not my big thing. And white gravy, it's okay. It's not brown gravy by any means. I prefer brown gravy over it. But white gravy is okay. If you have it there, I'm putting it on the potatoes because both of these do make the potatoes better. But it's definitely not anywhere near the brown gravy. So that is my list for some of the turkey things, or turkey things. Some of the Thanksgiving items. Like I said, not all of it's on here that we even cook. My sister, my grandmother, makes a absolutely mean noodles. If they were on there, I would make a list right up here. Be my sister's noodles, and just because I can eat them all day. Like I can take those with me for dinner that night, because normally we eat at noon. Take me for dinner that night, lunch the next day at work, and dinner the next night. And then by that time, I typically finish them off. But I prefer, I love chicken and noodles. We have an old cucumbers, onions, and vinegar that we love. It's just raw. You just throw them in, put them in there. So good. We do fruit salad, where we make a little fruit dip and just cut up fresh fruit and eat that. It's really good. But yeah, this is my list. Now that I'm at the end of it, I realize I kind of talked really fast going through this, but it is what it is. I wanted to try to get this out and see if you guys like this kind of stuff, and maybe we can do some more. I can even do some on your guys' foods and stuff once I get a chance to try them, and we'll see what we go from there. So let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments down below. Leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing to the channel. It's free for you and helps me out tremendously. Share this video with all your friends, and thank you guys so much for being here. Thanksgiving is the time of thanks, and I'm very thankful for my family. I'm very thankful for everything I have, and I'm thankful for everybody joining me here on this journey, and for you guys watching the videos and talking to me and teaching me about your countries and just being overall awesome people. So thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.